It's not a video?
No, going live is just going
Add
live.
a guest to your video live. Oh, okay. So, not gonna be here long. As I say every time I come on here. Hello. Greetings, many blessings, peace, love, harmony, all those good things.
I don't mean to interrupt your live.
Don't do. So anyway, I wanted to do a quick video on what I was doing this time. What I was doing this time last year. So, this time last year, I was, so this time last year, what I was doing was, you know what, I wish I knew how to put a title in here. So anyway, what I was doing last year, I was getting over the fact that I was just diagnosed with multiple sclerosis. And so like I was just saying, I was just at what I was doing this time last year. I wish I knew how to put the title on here. I'm gonna figure this thing out though. Peace. So I was just diagnosed around this time last year. Right here, I was looking at my planners. So I have a regular daily planner, and I have a spiritual planner. I was calling it my religious planner, but now it's just my spiritual planner. But anyway, I was just diagnosed with multiple sclerosis. And my guy, well, we're not together now, but at the time we had literally just decided we was going to part. And so let me tell you, on a Monday I was diagnosed with MS. We weren't together. On that Friday, I didn't call him, I didn't tell him. So then I told him, I called him because, you know, when you hurting or going through, salute to you, friends. Thank you. Peace and blessings to you. So I didn't tell him, but I called him, and I just wanted to hear his voice. And he was talking. I said, "What's wrong with you?" He was like, "Man, I think I'm having a stroke." I said, "Stop playing."
Oh, you talking about on my birthday?
No.
It was either the day before my birthday or my birthday. Yeah, because I ain't tell me to the day after he had the stroke.
Oh, that was, well, stop. So anyway, so I was listening to him, and I said, when I get off of work, I'm going to come over and check on you. Because I kept telling him, call the ambulance. He wouldn't. So I got off of work. I picked my son up from work, my 20-year-old, and I said, I need you to take a ride with me. I want to go check on your dad. So we went and checked on him. I called him. Hello. I called him and I said, hey. So he said he going to throw the keys down because he really couldn't get up. And so, sure enough, that's what happened. So, like I said, I was just telling my story of where I was at this time last year. And I was just diagnosed with MS, and at the time, my guy of 22 years, we had decided to go our separate ways. So I was in the same week, I was diagnosed with MS, and he had a stroke. Already inspired by your parents to share such a sense. Yeah, thank you. And so we went and got him. He was too heavy for me. But my son was handling him. We small, but we kind of, well, anyway. So anyway, my son was handling him. My son, we got him to the car because he would not go in the ambulance. We took him to the hospital. They asked him a couple of questions. Because he was still strong, they was like, nah, you ain't had no stroke. So they let him sit. So then another lady said, smile, sir. And he smiled, and he told my son, he said, young man, could you look at him? And he looked at him as my son, as he smiled, and my son just dropped his head. And he dropped his head, and we figured out, yeah, he had a stroke. So they took really good care of him. We went to one of the best hospitals in Wisconsin, and they took really good care of him. He went home about a week later. We went home about a week. He went home about a week later. After he got better, that's when I told him my news. And I'm kind of glad I didn't. And I always say, they always dismiss black. Yeah, that's for sure. I always say everything is positioned for a perfect place, a perfect time. I just believe that because I think had I not needed to at least hear his voice, because when you're hurting, you want to hear someone's voice that you love. And though we decided to go on separate ways, that don't mean the love went away in them couple of months, you know? And so he went home. He's well better now. He's back at work and everything. So, and I'm better because by the time they figured out, because I was going through stuff for like a couple of years, by the time they figured out why I was falling, why I was hurting, I wasn't able to focus. I wasn't able to gather information in my head. I was in pain from my collarbone down to my toes. When I tell you I was going through. So by the time they diagnosed me, I was no longer in pain because I was doing my own thing. I had did a bone broth fast, which is with meat, but I did well, thank you. I had did a bone broth fast, I did an intermittent fast, and then I stopped eating meat. And then what they wanted me to do is take 2 injections in my thighs a day. So that means getting jabbed in my thighs twice a day. And I had already lost 20 pounds. I'm like, you want me to stab myself twice a day? She said, oh, what else you can do is go to the, I'm just telling wait a minute. I did not mean to be on here this long. I just wanted to say where I am. But anyway, they gave me 3 options. I did not like either one of the options. And so what I did was I did my own research. So I buy my own herbs. I went to this this herbalist here in Wisconsin, and she made me up some herbs. So and then I was drinking my own. Every Sunday I boiled me some ginger and turmeric tea with different herbs that she gave me. So by the time they diagnosed me, I just wanted to hear what it was because I kept telling them for years, something is off, something is off, something is off. By the time they diagnosed me, I had already decided, well, the pain and everything was gone. But my cousin called me literally a few days before I went to my doctor's appointment. She said, Audrey, guess what? I have some bad news. I said, girl, what? She said, I think it's MS. I said, no, I took care of MS people for years. I know what MS is. I don't have that. And sure enough, that's what it is. And though I don't claim it, I know what I saw on the MRI. So the MRI show lesions on the brain and lesions on the collarbone. So I do know from looking what they said. From looking at that, that's what it is. I don't say, okay, I have. No, I don't do that. I don't. I take my herbs. I get my sleep. I got off a 3rd shift because I was on 3rd shift for years. So I got off a 3rd shift because I need my sleep. The only time I do some 3rd shift is if she begged me, Audrey, people called in or whatever, and then I'll go in. But as a rule, I don't do 3rd anymore. So anyway, that's where I am physically, on a physical level. That's where I am. That's where I was last year. Now this year, I am walking. I don't fall anymore. My son looked at me like, yeah, right. So I don't fall anymore. I don't, my fingers is the only thing I have issues with. Like, if the water is cold, then the water is colder. The rest of my body will be fine, but it's colder on my hands. My hands are very sensitive. If the water is hot, it's hotter. But anyway, he says he like that so. Yeah, okay. Yes, ma'am. So, far as health, I'm doing so much better. The only problem, like I said, is my hands. So sometimes when my hands bother me, I rub them together and I blow on them and I say, you are healed, you are well, you are fine, I am safe. You know, stuff like that. I talk to when I tell you I talk to myself, praise be to Allah, yes ma'am. When I tell you I talk to myself now, and I'm 48 years old. When I was growing up, if you talk to yourself, that means something was wrong. But now, where I am in my life, that nothing is wrong. See what that noise is in the kitchen.
That's the
Okay, go cut it down.
macaroni.
Oh, okay. And so, yes. And so, on a health level, I am so much better. Spiritually, now that's another story. So, my spiritual level has took a turn for the last what, 2 or 3 years, or more. This right here is my best friend. This right here is where I documented a lot of things. And so now I remember my 2018, the end of 2018 was the turn. I'll say the turn for that I just made a huge turn. Yes, ma'am. So this guy, I don't know. This right here is December 22nd. So there's a lot of other stuff right here, but the 25th, so it's on December 22nd. Usually when I get something from somewhere, I write down where I got it from. And this right here is Neale, Neale, Donald Walsh, Walsch. He said, I am an individual of divinity. I am an expression of God. I am a signification of the I have no clue what I was saying. So let me spell it. SINGULARIZATION.
What? Z?
That's it. So I am a divination of the essential essence. I am to God as wave is to the ocean. I am in the realm of relative. Don't remember what he mean by that. I am in the realm of. Okay, something is. I hear noise. What's the noise? Can you go see what that is?
That's the washer emptying out.
Oh, okay. Who I am is not physical, is metaphysical. The spirit has chosen to physicalize in the realm of physicality. Don't remember what that is either. So I'm going to have to go back and look over that video. Questions that remind you of who you are. Who am I? Where am I? Why am I here? What am I going to do about it? They remind you of who you really are and why you are really here. So I'm going to go back within this week and look over that. So I must have got distracted. So there was some distractions then, but I'm going to go back over that and see what it is, what he was talking about in there, because we do need to know who we are. Well, I like this, so I must have really liked it. It must have really resonated somehow for me to write this down. So I wasn't supposed to stay on here this long. I was going to do a quick video on where I was this time last year. And on the mental state, you can tell it was heavy. And I think I was able to go through some of the things because of where I was spiritually. On the spiritual level, it was totally different. Because like I said, December of 2018, I made a huge, I smelled smoke. I smelled the stove. Go make sure the stove is off.
I turned it off.
Okay. Sorry, guys. So 2018, December, I made a huge jump. I stopped going to church. And so I don't knock or have anything against anybody who does that, because Christianity was my foundation. I wouldn't be who I am now if it was not for Christianity. So I will never knock or discount where I came from. And I know who I am and where I came from. So anyway, I'm going to get on off of here. Many blessings. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Much love, peace, blessings, and I am love. You are love. I am amazing. You are amazing. Have a great day.
Merry Christmas.
Ooh.